None of them. None of them. To the point where they don't even want to be on the same record with me because they know they can't with me.
You know, I ain't simple like his wife, and neither was Aaliyah. I guess that's why he had her killed.
You ain't never heard me on no record with nobody, and they dusted me.
Yes. Big L was who put Jay-Z on. And then Big L died, and then the next thing you know, Jay-Z doing songs with Biggie and building a working.
Witnesses say that Jay-Z allegedly plunged a knife into Rivera's stomach and smashed a bottle over his brother's head before running out of the club.
With his music career and vast businesses, Jay-Z has the world under his feet. He's the king of hip-hop today, and money flows from his pockets like water. But how did he manage to achieve all this? People close to him have started to reveal the sinister truth behind Jay's success. American rapper T.I. allegedly claims that Jay-Z is a killer. He's gone as far as revealing the reason why Jay-Z has turned up like this. What happened in Jay-Z's past that turned him into this ruthless monster? Let's find out now.
He will slump anyone in any relationship for $1.
T.I. thinks he's a better rapper and a better man than all the big names in the industry at the moment, including Jay-Z. T.I., just like the rest of us, thinks that Jay-Z's violent tendencies are a habit from his dark past. Such habits don't die and follow you through life. Jay might have had a difficult childhood, but he survived by resorting to violence and then kept the violence to secure himself a good life. Jay-Z is a lucky man and also a cunning one. He knows how to turn his luck into fortune. His father abandoned him as a child, and everyone thought his life was over. He would never succeed and was sure to be a failure. But Jay-Z turned things around and became the first billionaire artist. According to the rapper's own words, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman." What a feel-good motivational story, right? Unfortunately, things are a lot bleaker when you realize Jay-Z isn't as inspiring as you once thought. Jay-Z had a rather surprising music career. Unlike the rest of everybody, he didn't seem to struggle much. In fact, he came and became famous overnight. Now, some of you may believe that's because of his talent, but it's a lot more than that. All of his opponents felt like flies around him, and Jay-Z rose to the throne of the rap world. One or two rivals losing their careers or worse, their lives could be a coincidence. But so many of them? There's definitely something sinister going on with Jay-Z. Rapper Jaguar voiced the fears that go through all our minds.
Biggie died, Tupac died. There was the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z, and then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous breakdown and he's taken out of the game, and it's all Jay-Z.
Jaguar seems to be very sure that Jay-Z has achieved his wealth and status by evil means. That man is greedy and worships money. Everything in his life is just a step towards more money, more fame, or more power. He won't stop at anything to achieve what he wants.
He will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. If you're a halfway intelligent person, when do you start questioning how lucky some motherfuckers keep getting?
When we say anything, we mean anything, be it stealing, threats, or even murder. Jay-Z is a violent man who won't even stop from hurting people to get things his way. Once at a club, he got into a fight with a record producer, and instead of sitting and solving their fight like a man, Jay-Z pulled out a knife. This shocked everyone by then, but it was too late to stop him. Jay-Z ended up stabbing the record producer and made it to the headlines as the violent rapper who tried to kill someone.
Witnesses say that Jay-Z allegedly plunged a knife into Rivera's stomach and smashed a bottle over his brother's head before running out of the club.
This wasn't the first time Jay-Z became violent, and that too in a crowded club. The rapper got physical with another man some years ago by hitting him with a bottle over his head. The man had apparently done nothing to anger the music mogul, and for no reason at all, he got his head smashed with a bottle.
Accidentally, I was pushed into Jay-Z, where he turned around and just hit me with a bottle over the head.
Not just this, Jay-Z even surrounds himself with equally violent men. All the men around him who are supposed to keep him out of trouble and to prevent physical violence are just as messy as him. They also beat up anyone who gets into Jay-Z's way, even if it's just by accident at a club.
His whole entourage, about 30 guys, proceeded to, jump me, hit me with tables and so forth and so on.
Attempted murder isn't the worst of Jay-Z's crimes. Unsurprisingly, it's actual murder. Jay-Z was involved in the murder of the young and aspiring singer Aaliyah. The singer was just starting out and seemed to be the future of the music industry, but her life was cut short by a very strange plane crash. Now, people believe that the plane crash was no accident and that Jay-Z was the mastermind behind Aaliyah's death.
You know, I ain't simple like his wife, and neither was Aaliyah. I guess that's why he had her killed.
Jay-Z is known for playing dirty when it comes to achieving his goals. He doesn't let anyone stand in his path, even if it's another huge name in the industry. There have been serious allegations that Jay-Z sent people to take care of Kanye for him. This sounds like an outrageous rumor until you realize that Kanye himself has addressed these rumors. He said, "I've been sent here to give y'all the truth. Jay-Z, call me bruh. You still ain't call me. Jay-Z, call me. Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man." Jay-Z likes to think that he does to people what they do to him. He says he's like a mirror that will only reflect your behavior. He said, "I'm a mirror," says Jay-Z. "Smile into the mirror, you'll get smiles back. Throw insults into the mirror, you'll get insults back." Honestly, this sounds like a lazy way to avoid accountability. He is no mirror, just a man with the ability to get his hands bloody easily. It's clear that Jay-Z is a violent man, and it started all the way back when he was only a little kid of 12. How and why did he become so violent? It was his past that shaped him.
I wouldn't feel comfortable talking about that on TV. It's not cool. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit over the line.
Jay lived in a housing project after his father abandoned the family, and he was left to fend for himself. It was easy getting into all sorts of trouble, and boy, he sure did get into trouble. According to Jay, it felt like he was a crab in a barrel who couldn't get out and was left to suffer on his own. It's like crabs in a barrel. You've seen crabs trying to get out of the barrel. They pull each other down trying to get up. They'll just grab at whatever they can. People are at the point where they're ready to do anything, so it's very dangerous. And you're living in close quarters, so you have to deal with danger every day from every angle. At just 12, Jay-Z tasted blood for the first time. He shot his brother in the shoulder, although he doesn't seem fazed by it anymore, but he's definitely not proud of it. In an interview, he initially refused to talk about his past, but then later said, "Right, but I don't want to go there again." But what happened in the projects, especially back then during Reaganomics, it was crack wars. The aroma was everywhere. It was unbelievable. At night, it was like zombies walking around. Very dangerous. A lot of money was being made by black kids, and they were fighting over that money. And then they had Uzis. Can you imagine? Semi-automatic guns. Jay-Z also got into an addiction as a little boy. He became a dealer of addictive substances and thought that money was going to fix his life. But the more success he got as a dealer and the more money he made, the more he got stuck into this mess. He talked about his dark part of his life and recalled, "About 16, around that age, until I was around 22, I started out as a really small guy on the street. But after a while, I did okay, and that made it even harder to leave. I felt like I was making even more than the rappers. I had a Lexus with TVs in the car. I felt like my life was better than theirs. You might have had a rope chain, but so did I." Some fans are optimistic that Jay has turned his life around and that all this violence is just a thing from his past. One person commented, "Growing up poor in a terrible neighborhood and being influenced by a lot of violent people is an environment that would wreak havoc on most adolescent minds. Jay-Z is an adult now with a good life and a family. I'm not absolving him of his crimes. I'm simply suggesting he could have become a better person than he was as a young thug." Others think that it's a shame that he still gets to enjoy his career and business opportunities, even though he is violent and dangerous. One Redditor wrote, "To add insult to injury, it doesn't even get him canceled professionally either. In the culture where he and people like Chris Brown exist, being a violent criminal just gives you cred." That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.